Buhari's extension of the deadline proves that Asiwaju's comments in Abeokuta were appropriate, Femi Fani-Kayode claims. Can you imagine? So the extension of the deadline for naira old currency swap with the new one in the bank proves that Bola Tinubu's comment in Abeokuta was correct. Abi, what is he trying to justify here? That Tinubu at Abeokuta said if they like, let them hold the naira. If they like, let them continue with the first scarcity. They will trek and they will vote and they will win. That is targeted at all of these are targeted at frustrating him and making him lose, targeting him. But so all of that actually received a serious backlash as he was indicted of trying to blame Buhari's government, even though he's been part of Buhari's government from beginning. All right, because he claimed the glory that he formed the APC and he installed Buhari there. That is why he's claiming that this is his turn now to be the president of the country. So after making all those comments at Abeokuta, right, the presidency frowned at him, and I'm sure that was why he went with 3 governors to Katsina State to visit Buhari there. I'm sure to recover his face with the presidency. Okay, so now Femi Fani-Kayode is coming out to say that with the extension of the deadline of the old currency swap with new one that has been approved by Buhari proves that the comment Asiwaju made at Abeokuta is appropriate or was appropriate. Is that true? How these people just talk? They think that they're talking to children. Chief Femi Fani-Kayode, an APC chieftain and a member of the Tinubu Shetima Presidential Campaign Council, has responded to the extension of the deadline for the submission of the old notes by President Muhammadu Buhari with respect to what Tinubu said in Abeokuta regarding the naira policy. In a message shared on his official social media page, he stated that the extension of the deadline by President Muhammadu Buhari, will lessen the pain and tension of the people and also strengthen the democratic process. He further stressed that the extension of the deadline is also a proof that the comments made by Tinubu in Abeokuta were appropriate and that the warnings were taken seriously because we have a listening president who had the courage to direct the CBN governor to do the right thing. He also stressed that the APC is united and cannot be divided by PDP. Can you imagine? So what is he trying to say? That because they were trying to explain it out, even though the whole public came on Tinubu, that he was blaming Buhari's government, which is biting his finger and shooting himself on the foot because he is part of that government. But the APC came out to explain it, that he was just sending warning signals to the APC leadership and the presidency to watch out for those people who are orchestrating it because they are trying to make the government look bad and fail. Can you imagine? So and that is why Fani-Kayode is coming up for the second time now, all right, to say Buhari has listening ears. He's someone that cares. That is why the statement that Asiwaju made or the warnings that Asiwaju made at Abeokuta were taken seriously by Buhari and his government as a listening president, and then agreed to extend the naira old currency swap to be able to alleviate the hardship and the stress that is putting on common Nigerians. Can you understand what Fani-Kayode is coming to say here? Is it really true that presidency has listening ears? Is this currency swap actually the major or naira redesign, the major economic problem that we have in Nigeria today? What is happening to agriculture? What is happening to manufacturing? What is happening to tourism? What is happening to education? What is happening to housing? What is happening to infrastructural development? What is happening to security and insecurity in Nigeria today? What is happening to ASU? What is happening to naira exchange rate with the dollar in the global market? To what value does this add to to the value of naira in the global market, on the global economic space. So we have bigger problem that is covering us than this issue of naira redesign. Okay. Now, Fanika in his Twitter handle said the president has ordered the deadline for the submission of the old naira notes to be extended by 2 weeks, not up to 2 weeks, so it's 10 days. Okay, this will lessen the tension and pain of the people and strengthen the democratic process and the legitimacy of the coming election. Now, wow. And again, he went further to say this proves that Ashiwaju's comment in Abeokuta were appropriate and our collective warnings were taken seriously. Thankfully, we have a listening and receptive president who had the courage to direct the CBN governor and those that are behind him to do the right thing. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So everything is trying to bring out the credit in that decision now. But what value does that add? Has that added to the value of naira against the dollar? Has that improved the economy? What has that added to average Nigerian today? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't understand how we reason. Okay, these old men that are expected to at least know what they are doing, know what they say. Sometimes they come out here and they say things and expect Nigeria to take a hook, line, and sinker as if they are talking to children. We have a problem of prioritization in Nigeria. We have a problem of doing the right thing in Nigeria. It's not as if they don't know the right thing to do, but for some selfish reasons, they just won't do the right thing that will benefit the masses. Because as far as I'm concerned, this issue of naira redesign and the old currency note swapping is just all, we call it a nice to have project, but not a project with good economic value, not a project that add value to any Nigerian person's life. That is the truth. It's quite unfortunate that we're in a system where we have sacrifice and people are hailing them, and they're even hailing themselves, thinking that they have done a very great thing now. But that is actually not what Nigerians need at this time. Nigeria needs the value of the naira to improve in the open market or in the global market space. All right, the exchange rate against the dollar need to improve. The education system to improve. The first scarcity that's origin Nigeria today need to be resolved. All right, insecurity that is affecting Nigeria today that have made a lot of people to become IDP people need to also be resolved. Okay, the economic downturn need to be revived. All of these are there. We're not doing it. Emefiele is talking about Nigeria naira redesign. Presidency does not even know where to start from. They are just there interested in this campaign so that they can just do the election and then Buhari will run and hand over the problem to the next president. I pity whoever the next president will be. Whether it will be Tinubu or Atiku, it's not going to be an easy one for them because this government has ended up creating more problems than they have solved for the 8 years, and it's quite unfortunate. So this is what Fanika is saying, trying to justify the statement that Tinubu made at Abeokuta against Buhari's government concerning insecurity, concerning fuel scarcity, concerning naira redesign and note currency swap. Okay, saying that it is appropriate and trying to give the credit to the presidency for having listening ears and approving just 10 days extension of the old currency no swap deadline. Oh, wow, it is what it is anyway. People should go on self-deliverance and help themselves because we really don't have, for now, we don't have leaders. That is the truth. So thank you for listening and let's have your comment.